Carriacou up to the gates. Goes in. All set. 1600 meters. Gates are back. Got them away in a good line. Pushing forward is Future Turn on the far side. He's up looking for the lead. Silent Trigger's gone up to race in second. Along the inside, Inside Story is right alongside that one. A length and a half further back, Carriacou settles in that fourth placing, and he's about 2.5 to 3 lengths off the lead. Midway down the back straight, 1300 meters left to go. To the Moon and Back, the red cap races in behind that, kept company far side by Night Tiger, and they'd be 5 lengths off them. And Gimme More Time and Grant Fanica content to bide their time at the back of the field, and they'd 7 lengths off this leader. Into that far turn, 1,000 meters left to go, and Future Turn still dictates the pace. Silent Trigger is racing back in second. Inside Story in the yellow races back in third. Carriacou races in fourth, no change in the order. Night Tiger behind that is fifth and 5 lengths off the lead. In behind them we've got To the Moon and Back, who's shuffled back along the inside and now joined on the outside by Gimme More Time. They're about to take the angle into the home stretch. They have just over 600 meters left to run, and Future Turn has been in front all the way, and he will bring the field for home. Inside Story moves up on his outside, and they track by Silent Trigger, just a length or so off them. Carriacou races towards their outside, followed then by Night Tiger, who's trying to deliver a run towards the outside, and Gimme More Time. He's starting to kick on nicely from the back of the field. Inside Story puts his head in front. Future Turn is right there along the inside, though he won't go away. Silent Trigger's back towards their inside. Gimme More Time is trying to unwind up towards the outside. Future Turn is hanging tough. Gimme More Time is coming home strongly up the outside. Future Turn maybe doing just enough. Future Turn stays on to win it. In behind them on the outside, Gimme More Time will get up for second. Inside Story behind that raced into third. Your head on view, Future Turn is in front, horse number 4, second from the right. Silent Trigger, the pink sleeves down the inside, the yellow Inside Story, deeper out in the orange, it's Gimme More Time. Carriacou also kicking on late, but 4 Future Turn just keeps rolling, makes all to win race number 5.
Winner of race 5, number 4, Future Turn, son of Futura. Well done to Bongi, who looks after Future Turn. He received his 1,000 Rand. Thank you very much to Hollywood Bets, and also to mention Cape Racing. Future Turn was ridden by Richard Fourie, and Richard, well done for the win.
Thank you, Vicky.
With regards to the race, I know it took a little bit of work to get round him and lead.
Yeah, look, he was a bit sluggish out, and I didn't really see speed in the race, and I thought forward sort of with a 1 or 2 to follow would be the right sort of tactic to ride, but jumped out, and everybody was just taking a sit, and I've got my horse's ears pricked, and I can't get him around, and Louis is on the rail, and he has every intention to hold this position, and at that stage I was like hoping Aldo would take the initiative and roll on to the rail and take the forward lead, but he was also looking for the cover, and I'm on a horse that doesn't want to go forward, and I found myself in a little bit of a predicament where I'm right there, but I just can't get him to gallop, and eventually, just before the turn, started getting into that one-off position, and I started to stay around the one-off position because I knew there was horses there, and I'm not really taking the bit, so I was always at him, clicking at him, and brushing him with the stick down the shoulder just to try and get him to concentrate. But what was my luck there was Louis joined me early, and he was ready for a fight, and he only concentrated after that, and game forward win, horses were flying, but he did enough to win today, so it's not the sort of way he'd like to run. He likes 4 or 5 lengths off, and it was a tough ask, but gutsy win at the end of the day. So well on to all the winning connections, Snake team, and obviously my sponsors are winning form.
Well done, Richard.
Thank you.
We got Richard taking us through the race, and Future Turn, as you mentioned, Justin, this horse's ears were pricked in front, and he sort of looked at everything, but clearly won when he needed to.
Look, the one thing the Futuras have is the most incredible temperament. They're the nicest, kindest horses that I train, and if they do go to the front, it's because they just make it so easy, and if they do go to the front, they don't over race. So I think it's quite important. And Aldo was very clever. He was making it a little bit difficult for us to get around, which is clever race riding. And so he deserved to win because he had done it the hard way. He didn't just get there. It was a bit of work. Great win to all the partners. Etienne's here. They're becoming our lucky group of guys. They're always at the sales. They come there, and if there's a horse going the right price, they all get together and get involved. David Musicante, Etienne. And to Greg and Gina, really well done. They're in the Maldives. They're shark cage diving in the Maldives, and I'm sure they're having a lovely day. I'm sure it's not a bad day. I don't think you can have a bad day in the Maldives. So really well done to them too, and to Drakenstein on breeding him. He's a horse that'll go eventually a little bit of ground, and we'll still have fun with him.
Justin, also to touch on a lovely result from the yard, also a great run from Give Me More Time.
Oh, he's always just so unlucky. He comes late. Pierre rode him, the same thing. But that's the type of horse he is, and we're having a bit of fun racing him. So if he's running second, his time will come.
Well done for the win.
Great, thank you.
Next up, we're going to chat to David and Etienne are standing off camera. They'll join me shortly, and that's number 4, Future Turn. As Justin said, I know sometimes, David, he has a little bit of a dig, but now you're becoming Lucky Charms, so well done for the win.
Yeah, no, we are the consistent assistant trainers for him, as you know, and I think most times we're right. And yeah, that was a fantastic ride. Awesome, Richard, just to keep him going. And congrats to Greg and to Gina in the Maldives. So yeah, nice for them, 2 winners today.
And also, sorry, just to mention, a good win from this horse. He looks like he's still sort of, I know Richard said he was having a look around, but it doesn't seem like we've seen the best of it.
Yeah, I think so. He's like a strange horse because he's always around. He's always there. You could, we were saying early on, you can come off them, go to the front. Probably 1,800 meters is his right distance. So now he's coming right at the moment, which is nice. Nice to see.
Yeah, well done for the win.
Thank you. Thank you.
Etienne, I saw that you made a nice dash into the parade ring, and timing was spot on.
Absolutely perfect. Yeah, I was stuck in a meeting in Stellenbosch, and I said I've got to go, and I got out in time. So the timing was great. Yeah. Well done to Snaiths and David. Nice to have another winner, and to Greg and Gina. And this is 199 for the Snaiths, under pressure to get me to 200.
Any more runners on the card for you and them?
Yeah, in the next race, I think we've got a big chance. So let's hope. Okay, well done to Richard. Great ride. Very versatile horse. I think we're going to have a lot more fun.
Well, all the best and all the best in the next.
Thanks.
Well done. Well done to all the connections, and thank you to David and Etienne for being on course. Number 4, Future Turn. Well done to Drakenstein, stud for breeding. Justin mentioned the Futuras, how lovely and versatile they are, and this horse showed that again today under a lovely experienced ride by Richard. Well done. Number 4, Future Turn, your winner.